Hello and welcome to today's Demo Jam, which is a whole brand new topic. This is all about apps and more. Included is tech on the AppExchange that includes components, bolts, lightning data, etc. In other words, it's more than just apps. My name is Jeff Gross, and I'm a Salesforce MVP. I am joined by my co-host, fellow MVP Joshua Hoskins. Hey, Joshua, how you doing today?
Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Great to be here for this new and exciting context that we're having on the Demo Jams today.
I know, I'm excited to see this because it goes beyond apps. They're going to have to start calling it the Thing Exchange or something like that, something beyond apps. But we'll let Amanda work on that. What that brings us to Miss Amanda Nelson, the amazing Amanda, who's in charge of marketing for the AppExchange. Hey, Amanda, how you doing?
Hey guys, I'm so excited to be here. I wasn't able to attend last month's webinar and I missed it. I was hanging out with Mickey Mouse. I think I'd rather hang out with you guys any day. So thanks for having me.
That's quite the endorsement there, but we'll have to talk about that after.
True.
Oh, well, you know what? I really appreciate you bringing more than apps to the App Demo Jam today. April is a new month for a totally different kind. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to have you guys follow along on Twitter. You can use the hashtag AppDemoJam. We want to hear from you. That's partly for you to tweet out the love, say, hey, we're joining the AppExchange Demo Jam today. We want to see some great Demo Jam beyond apps. I almost want to say apps, but beyond that. And we also want to make sure that you guys are sending in your questions. You guys can send in your questions through the hashtag AppDemoJam as well. We will be asking a question of each of the demoers as we go through this. Today's participants include Workato, Kimble, HG Data, Coveo, and Bombora. So before we get going, we got a little bit of rules to go through, and I'm going to hand it over to Joshua to tell us what the rules are for a Demo Jam.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jeff. These rules haven't changed. Each demo participant gets 3 minutes, and that is it. They can use 0 slides, and as always, there'll be one winner. And if you stick around for the voting, you'll be able to see what exactly they're up for.
Yeah, and it's not if you stay around, it's when you stay around, because we're going to want you guys to be here and to vote on who does the best job. But to kick it off today, we are going to start out with Bombora. Bombora intent data identifies which of your target companies out there are actually researching your products, and then you can go ahead and signal your salespeople to get in contact with them, because signal, for services and salespeople, this is exactly when people are engaging with your company. Therefore, you want to be able to be out there and in touch with them. Today's demoer is Millie Resnick. She's product marketing director and basically a Demo Jam extraordinaire. So are you ready, Millie?
I'm ready.
Let's rock it. Your 3 minutes begins now.
Hi, I'm Millie. I sell cloud-based computing software, and I used to be stressed out just like you. Why? Because I have an enormous territory. And every week I'd come into the office asking the same questions. Who do I call first and what do I say? My demand gen person was no help. Instead of helping me prioritize my list, she just kept sending me more lists of what she called qualified leads. I knew I would never meet my ever-expanding quota with this random list of accounts. One day I was so desperate that I started applying for a marketing job when my fairy godmother in marketing operations told me that we were getting Bombora in our Salesforce. Bombora, she said, would help me find the 15 to 20% of companies on my target list that are actually interested in hearing from me, and it would help me double my pipeline. She said, within my Salesforce instance, there's a list of 21 topics that are directly relevant to cloud-based computing software, both product categories like private cloud and hybrid cloud, and competitors like Amazon and Rackspace. So now I can see my long list of accounts ranked by a score that indicates when people inside of that company are consuming more content across the web on these topics than usual, and showing that they're likely to be in active research mode for my product right now. Most scores are low because those companies are uninterested, and I can ignore them. But you see intuitive networks at the top with a score of 72 across 8 topics. That means more people inside of intuitive networks are consuming more content more frequently than previously against these 8 topics, and they're likely very interested in hearing about my product right now. With this data, I'm able to prioritize my long list of accounts based on which ones are showing active intent, And my emails and calls are more relevant because they're based on what people inside that company are actually interested in hearing. And when it's time for renewals, I can set topics for competitive names and be alerted when my customers are researching competitors. And I can send that information over to my account management team to prevent losing this customer. So today, I can say I'm no longer stressed. Bombora has finally answered my questions, and I know who to call first and what to say. But fairy godmothers are not required to get this data. Just surf on over to Bombora.com or get the Salesforce app on the Lightning Data Exchange so you can be less stressed too.
Wow, you didn't even get up to the 30 seconds left mark, but you finished up there.
Yeah.
Millie, I thought this was interesting. I've never heard anybody talk about the fairy godmother out there, and it's not required, but I'm a big fan of Disney, and I think a fairy godmother is appropriate here and there. But this is actually really cool. I mean, I like that you've got so much information that's being passed on at the right time. The idea of when your customer is actually looking up your competitor, obviously this is the time that you want to be able to show the differentiation, and getting those topics in there is going to be really important. So I like that. So that's very cool. I'm going to turn it over to, yeah, you bet. I'm going to turn it over to Amanda for our audience question. Let's see what's going on over on hashtag AppDemoJam. Miss Amanda?
Yeah, what's going on is a question around how many companies you track. They're wondering.
Yeah, we track about 2.8 million companies globally.
Man, that's huge. That's, and certainly that's going to keep on growing too. There's nothing short of keeping that number going higher. So awesome job. Thanks, Millie. Appreciate you being a part of the Demo Jam today. Stick around. We're going to have our voting after a few more. Joshua, it's over to you, my friend.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Jeff. So next up, we've got Coveo. Coveo delivers AI-powered search for customers, partners, agents, and employees so that the most relevant content is delivered directly inside of Salesforce, regardless of where the content resides. Coveo for Salesforce is available on the Service Cloud, Community Cloud, App Cloud, and Sales Cloud. That's a lot of clouds. Also, it works in both Classic and Lightning. Today with us, we've got Greg from Coveo, and he's going to show us how we can get the most relevant content to be surfaced for all of those personas. Greg, are you out there?
Yes, thanks, Joshua. So how can AI-powered search help your customer? In this case, Coveo integrates into our own Coveo Lightning community. So first of all, we do type ahead. So when your customer comes to your website and search for something, you want to help them find what they're looking for by suggesting other queries that other users have done. But you don't want to suggest any queries. You want to suggest the queries that led to positive outcomes, so people not creating cases. So this is actually powered by machine learning. And as you can see, it's also super tolerant to typos. As I'm searching for connectors here, as you can see, I have different results. If I look at the third one here, connector is matching in the title. There are connector everywhere. So how come this document is not the first one, and this one that doesn't contain, as you can see, any connector in anywhere is the first one? This is because we analyze all the traffic, what people are searching for, what they're clicking on. And based on this behavioral data, we're able to suggest the most relevant content on top. What if you have different type of users that you can segment into different categories, like salespeople, developers? You can also do that. So if you feed our machine learning with this information, we can then tailor the content and personalize the experience based on those criteria. So what happens if I don't find what I'm looking for? I'm going to create a case. So right here on the left side, as you can see, I can start creating a case. In this case, this customer wants some information about SharePoint Online. Do we have a SharePoint Online connector? So as you can see, the customer can type a long subject, a long description. And what our machine learning will do is that it will extract the most relevant keywords from this description based on what people have been searching on and what they've been clicking on. As you can see, we can also predict which document will be the most relevant for those keywords. As you can see here, adding a SharePoint Online source will answer this question. What happened if machine learning didn't do this heavy lifting for you? If you want to boost a certain type of content on top, you can also do that. So we have all sorts of manual tools to allow you to boost a certain document for certain queries. Let's say you have an announcement to make, or you want to put a warranty information on top of your result list. You can definitely do that here. You can also create synonyms. You can boost groups of content like your knowledge articles on top of your videos, etc. And that doesn't stop there. So when you want to optimize your relevancy for your communities, you can also look at our analytics. So we track all the queries that people are doing, queries that leads to case creation, what are the content gaps, so people searching for stuff but not finding any content, so that you can then create synonyms if people are not using the same language, or you can create new content to answer those problems and then help deflect more cases, which really leads to
So sorry, Greg. Great job with presenting what you got through. There are a lot of key points that you touched on. One is relevant content, and I think bringing this to Coveo and the Salesforce ecosystem is great because it's already something that people expect when they use modern search engines like Google.com. When I want to search for developer content, it knows that I'm a developer, and it brings those relevant content documents to me so that I don't have to sift through stuff that I'm not interested in. I really did also like your analytics section where you can actually proactively go in and see what your user base is searching for, to see if you have an opportunity to create more content and edit the content in those keywords. And so I thought that was very cool as well. But the biggest thing that I think most companies struggle with is the case deflection, and that is a real return on investment when you can give someone a reasonable asset versus incurring the time to handle that case. So anywhere you can improve efficiencies and help people self-service is a great value on and a great app. So thanks so much for your demo today. Amanda, what questions do we have out there for Coveo?
What you pointed on, Joshua, is exactly what this audience is looking to learn more about. So I think you did answer the question, but I think they'd want to hear more from Coveo on this. How else does this relate to Salesforce and tie in?
So basically, we integrate into Community Cloud. So we have this search box. We have this search page also that we can replace. So we can basically replace the default search experience. We also have a Salesforce connector, so we can index the content, the Salesforce content, as well as other type of content source like YouTube, etc. And then we also integrate in Service Cloud and Sales Cloud in the Agent Console or in the Sales Console, if you will. So we have Lightning components that you can drag and drop there and then be able to suggest relevant content in context.
Cool. That's awesome. Thanks a lot, Greg, for your demo. Really appreciate it. And Jeff, over to you.
All right. Thanks, Joshua. Next up, we've got HG Data, which uses advanced data science to process billions of pieces of unstructured data to provide your B2B sales and marketing teams with technographic data, which this is exactly what I'm wanting to find out more about. I'm not sure what technographic data is, other than the sense that this says this information is used to understand the hardware and software technologies that are installed at your accounts so that you can more effectively strategize your outreach to them. The new HD Data for Salesforce app embeds technographic data directly into Salesforce. So for given campaign segments, scores, you can prioritize your accounts, create reports and dashboards, and simplify the business process with workflows, triggers, and other flows. So it is pretty fast to get installed and get up and running, but let's see what you can do in 3 minutes. I've got Justin Kitagawa. Did I get that close?
Close enough.
Close enough. All right. Sounds good. Justin, your 3 minutes begins now. Good luck.
All right. So HG Data is the leading provider of installed technology intelligence, or what we call technographics. And for years, we've been empowering some of the most sophisticated sales, marketing, and BI teams to better sell, market, and understand their customers and prospects. And now, as one of the launch partners for Salesforce's Lightning Data Platform, we're able to deliver that intelligence directly into Salesforce CRM through a completely native integration, making HG Data more accessible than ever. The data flows seamlessly into Salesforce and provides valuable insight into what software and hardware a company is using. And it's not just the technologies that can be detected through traditional web scraping methods. HG Data's data science-driven approach allows you to see the technologies that are behind the firewall. So you can see how a company runs their business, not just their website. You'll see information like the products, vendors, and categories of technologies that are in place, as well as metadata, such as recency through the date last verified, signal strength through the intensity score, and an overall confidence score. So you can trust that the data and the intelligence is accurate. To make this data even easier to use, HE Data for Salesforce includes Visualforce pages that allow you to search and sort through a company's tech stack. So if you're a sales rep about to jump on a call, you can quickly check to see what a company's tech stack looks like and even search for specific technologies that might be relevant to your conversation. And then to make this data even more accessible, these pages are available not just on the account, but also on the contact and opportunity as well. So no matter where you are in Salesforce, you're usually only a click away from rich technographic intelligence. And since the data resides directly in your CRM, you can take advantage of Salesforce's robust reporting and dashboard tools to provide valuable insights and allow you to segment your customers and prospects by the technologies that they already have in place. So if you wanted to segment your prospects by the CRM, ERP, or even security technologies that they're using, HE Data has you covered, allowing you to craft extremely targeted and specific messaging for competitive displacement or cross-sell and upsell campaigns. You can also use technographics in Salesforce's automation tools like triggers, flows, workflow rules, and process builders to make your business processes smarter than ever. You can also build on top of our technographic intelligence and build things like technographic fit scores that allow you to prioritize and focus your effort where it will have the greatest impact. Setting up HE Data for Salesforce takes just minutes. Just install the package, tell us what technologies are relevant to you and your business, and click Activate. The data will start flowing in, enriching not only your existing accounts, but any new accounts that are created. Head on over to hedata.com/Salesforce to learn more and schedule a personalized demo.
Nice job. That is really cool. I have honestly never seen your product before, and looking at what you provide out there, I can see a whole bunch of uses of this in my own life as a consultant, because there's so many things on the pre-sales side that you want to know, but you have to ask. You have to go into discovery sessions, and certainly by your ability to pull that out of the relevant sources, but yet allow me to embed that directly in Salesforce, and like you said, the flows, the triggers, all those other things that you can do, that is crazy cool, because now not only can you do the research, but you can go ahead and set up, whether it's, I don't know, I'd say put out there competitive documents that you want us to talk about, how your product complements or competes against other things that are there that you want to displace. That's like crazy cool stuff. So amazing that you can actually bring it into Salesforce too, because I thought it'd be cool if you were just gonna, just embed that in the page and say, well, yeah, now you got to go out to HG Data to grab it. But the fact that you've got it in Salesforce is very cool. I like. Ms. Amanda, what have we got for a question for Justin?
Thank you, Jeff, and great job, Justin. Obviously, I think you have a new fan in Jeff, which is always good to have. I love seeing this. I thought it was great. And just awesome opportunity to be able to share it with so many other people. We're getting a lot of feedback here that people are excited about this. So good stuff. Awesome. The question is the impact of this on existing data. For example, backing up to a sync queue in your marketing automation platform. How do you manage this challenge?
Yeah, so that's one of the great parts about the Lightning Data Platform and our product is that it doesn't sync up those queues, or it doesn't back up those queues. So it's because there's no batch apex and we actually don't really touch the account record itself, you're not going to back up a sync queue to a marketing automation queue or something like that. So that's one of the benefits that we've really seen from our customers.
Well, nice job. Glad to have you here today. Look forward to seeing how the voting turns out, and hope to have you in some more demo jams. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Joshua, over to you, my friend.
Sure, thanks a lot. Next up, we've got Kimble. So Kimble application is a business application built 100% on the Salesforce platform and provides better visibility, efficiency, scalability, and profitability to professional services organizations. On a single platform, Kimble manages business from end to end, pipeline forecasting, resourcing, travel and expenses, project management, and also project accounting. Today, to show Kimble, we've got Vicki on the line, and she's going to show us just how this really goes down. Vicki, are you out there?
Sure am. Thanks, guys.
Welcome back. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Thanks. For companies that drive their revenue by billing resources and teams, staffing the right people to the right projects at the right time is critical. Today, with the help of Kimble, I will show you an easier way, starting with our subway map. This gives an overview of Kimble's out-of-the-box process-driven solution. We will concentrate today on the green line, resourcing. Kimble, combined with the power of Einstein Analytics, makes it easy to know where our resource opportunities and challenges are focused. I can see my utilization not only by firm one projects, but also by probable and possible projects, by a particular date and by location, in a variety of different graphics. But now let's drill down further for more detail. Kimble makes it easy to see and filter across my resources to understand where people are. So until May this year, we have pretty good utilization. After May, however, I probably need to look at close winning some projects, but let's take another closer look. We can see that Vicky is overutilized, but if we drill down, we can see why, and we can start to potentially reassign some work for her. Kimble makes this easy to do by dragging and dropping different assignments. With Kimble, I can easily change filters to see. For example, my supply and demand for a project manager in a particular place shows an urgent requirement for a particular resource. I don't have a project manager for this project until I use Kimble's chatter to collaborate this across my team. And we can do that through the Salesforce app. I can also drill down to search across my resources for a capable resource using Kimble's required capabilities functionality. I can see Paul and indeed Phil have some availability, but I know that it's probably best suited to Paul because he's slightly more availability. Again, I can drag and drop this to Paul to reassign that work to him. As a project manager, I can manage my people on projects, but also the project itself, getting intelligent insights before they happen. Assignments ending soon, for example, and unresourced assignments, and no project PO, for elements on a project. They're all highlighted up here with the intelligent insights. On the right-hand side, I have project margin summary too. The resourcing line is only part of the Kimble solution. Contact me for more information. Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much, Vicky. Right in under 3 minutes. Congratulations. So, you know what? Yeah, I really like the fact that you've got this diagram on the screen that really shows the intersections of where Kimble plays best in the journey around professional services. And for myself, running a professional services organization, as small as it might be, resourcing is definitely a challenge. And the fact that you go beyond just the fact and putting bodies and resources, you actually really want to understand where that demand's coming from and what you have available in your organization. And then even if people are available, if they're a right fit, by not only showing the resourcing manager the availability and how far people booked out, but I love that picture of Whoopi Goldberg, really putting a face to the resource so that you actually get some personalized feeling about resourcing. I feel like a lot of organizations, it's about putting people in seats and spots, but just that personalized touch gives a lot of context of who you're assigning, which is a great context there as well. Just the overall resource planning strategy that you have here is great, and I love the fact that you're displaying it in Lightning, and you've got the analytics piece on it as well. So great demo jam overall. Amanda, what questions do we have out there for Vicky and Kimble?
Great, yes, great job, Vicky. So the question is, for a company that feels that they are complex, such as like a multinational business, and they're really building out this integrated end-to-end solution, they're wondering if Kimble can help them across their entire customer journey and their entire delivery journey? Do you support these types of businesses and customers?
Yeah, across kind of international boundaries, do you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, probably, I don't know, a large percentage of our customer base actually do that just now. And actually, this is just on that, this demo map here, what we call a demo map, but this subway map is only part of our solution. It's actually much more comprehensive than this, but we use this as a kind of starting point for most of our customers.
Nice. Let's be honest. It looks like a tube map because you're from the UK. I used to ride the red line every day to work, so it's great. I like that.
Me too. Me too.
All right.
I ride the T right now. I'm in Boston.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Vicky. Really good to have you. All right, for those of you that are still with us, please stick around. You will have the opportunity to vote. Jeff and I are going to talk about a couple of things later on as well, and you'll get to see what these Demo Jams contestants are really competing for, so that will be new and exciting. Jeff, over to you.
All right, thanks, Joshua. You know, I really wish that I could put on an English accent, but I know that I'm not going to because I would do it terribly, and it would just disappoint everybody out there. So I'm not going to do that, but I do have something next, which is called Workato. Imagine a world where Salesforce Process Builder could work across all your applications like SAP, NetSuite, Workday, ServiceNow, Jira, Slack, and all kinds of others that are out there that you've got in your enterprise. Well, that's exactly what Workato does. Workato is the only intelligent automation platform that enables Salesforce admins and IT to build these integrations with any cloud or on-premise app and allows you to concentrate both the process and the workflow automation in a single platform. But beyond integrations like quote to cash or sync in sales and support, you can also use Workato to build innovative workflows that incorporate AI like Salesforce Einstein and build on platforms like Slack, and Deal Desk and all kinds of other stuff like that. These guys have a community that's built over 10,000 plus Salesforce integrations that you can easily find, edit, and use in a few clicks thanks to a little thing called patented smart clone technology. So with us today, we've got Ray Matthew. Ray is Business Development Manager at Workato. Are you ready for 3 minutes to show us the magic?
I am ready.
Let's do it. 3 minutes is yours.
All right. Why can't connecting all your apps together be just like using Salesforce? Everything in the cloud, always on, and accessible to any user. That's why we built Workato and why we debuted yesterday as a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for integration platforms. So where does the magic come from? Right here, the Workato recipe. With Workato recipes, anyone can whip up time and money-saving automations with English and logic, as you see here in this NetSuite and Salesforce sync.
Hey, Ray, update your opportunities.
I'm doing a demo jam.
Now.
Oh, gosh. I don't even know what my pipeline looks like. Okay, let's check. Okay, list some opportunities here. Oh, that actually looks kind of correct. Has the different stages, but I know that I met these guys yesterday. And so let's update this opportunity. So I think it's actually going to close sooner. We can upgrade their plan. And there was no competitor. So let's update this. All right. So here's the opportunity. Let's see if it updated. Oh, wow, it did. If you see, the close date changed, the product changed, and the price changed. But you know what? I actually had a call with them this morning, and I think that we are actually ready to send this to my boss for deal desk approval. So let's go. Okay, so I think this is going to close, but my boss has to make sure that I didn't do anything screwy here. And now that I'm pretending to be, let's just do an approval for this actual quote. So did I check the deal documents and product list? Yep. Any comments? Nah. Okay. First step done. Let's see if it's updating Salesforce. Oh, it is. Okay. Step 2. We need to start doing some invoicing. Well, you know what? I know that they're actually going to pay by credit card, so let's skip this. And I'm great. That's why I closed it. Come on, let's hurry it up. I need to close this deal. I have this demo jam. Okay, okay. It's updating. Oh, it's done. We closed it, and we also triggered a customer success task to onboard this customer right then. So if you see, in 3 minutes, I just checked my pipeline, updated it, closed the deal, and tasked my customer success org to onboard our customer. All thanks to Workato. Check us out at workato.com and see why we're a leader in the Magic Quadrant. Thank you.
Nice job, and right at the 3 minutes. So you've obviously been practicing this. Well, imagine a world where somebody didn't interrupt you in the middle of your demo jam, but look at what you were able to accomplish, because I think what's really amazing about this is that you've got the platform to be able to integrate all of these things, and that even a complex business process like this, you can manage in the tools that people are used to using. It's updating Salesforce Live. You have the ability to take any one of those triggers and set off in motion any other things, so then let the other triggers come into play. I can just imagine how many of these things you could string together, and if we gave you 10 minutes, what you'd be able to do. But frankly, that was really amazing, and building it into Slack so that you can use it there, pretty slick. I think a lot of people would really like that as well. So good job on the demo. Amanda, what have we got for a question?
Yes, great job, Workato. Always good to show how you work with multiple platforms, and especially in the spirit of today's demo jam, which is apps and more. So the question is about security. Our IT team is extremely cautious when it comes to security. What kind of security and protection does Workato offer for data and privacy?
That's a great question. So we are fully encrypted for sensitive data. We support data masking if you need to do governance of your data, but you don't have access to that system. We have a full connector to Okta for identity management. We are SOC 2 Type 2 confirmed. We'll be GDPR compliant. And I think the best endorsement we can have is that security companies like Rapid7, publicly traded, they trust us for their integrations, which I think is the best endorsement we can have for security.
Fantastic, and good to see that you got GDPR really close to the finish line there, because there's a lot of people looking forward to that as well. So good job on the demo today. We've had 5 really good demos. Joshua, what time is it?
Jeff, it is voting time. So, folks, if you have your computer screen up, you should see a prompt, and we're going to ask you to pick one of those lovely companies who you feel have exampled the best demo jam. And now that I realize that we're showing a prompt, they might not be able to see the lovely picture they have. So Jeff, can you tell them a little bit about what these demo jam contestants will have a shot at winning today?
Yes, Joshua. These contestants today have a chance to receive the new 2018 edition of the AppExchange Demo Jam Trophy. It is a fantastic Trailblazer approved look and feel. It is metal, it's wood, it's tall, it's beautiful. And you know what? It's personalized for each of the winners of the demo jam. So it's a fantastic new prize. We've been giving away some really cool things for several years, but this is a new and different prize. We'll love to show that as soon as we get a chance to do this. I want to know, Amanda, did you have anything to do with the redesign of that? Did you put some ideas out there, or did you vote on it? What did you do?
Yeah, well, when we were at Dreamforce last year, I was walking around with the creative team, and we were just taking in the sights and sounds and smells even of Dreamforce, and how it really embodies that Trailblazer feel, the feel of the national parks, and all the different experiences you get when you come to Dreamforce, that amazing experience. And we wanted to bring that into the trophy, and because really what this is all about is bringing customers and partners together, having an opportunity to talk about technology and what we're all passionate about, to share our stories. And I think that all really, can be encompassed in it and expressed through the trophy. So the creative team made some comps and designs. We worked on it as a team. I think I showed you guys some very early versions. We were excited to roll it out.
Yeah, it is a really cool looking trophy, and I think the next thing would be to integrate all of the senses, and you could have a little pine smell on it or something like that. I think that'd be a great addition. But otherwise, it is a beautiful trophy. There it is. There you go. Looks
There it is on the
nice out there.
screen.
Isn't that nice? That is very cool. I look forward to seeing that thing in person.
This
But
was
Josh,
actually from Glance Networks won this trophy at Boston World Tour in April. And this was the first time we launched it. So you guys will be receiving the second trophy available ever.
limited edition, the second run. Hey Joshua, I think you did something trailheady lately, didn't you? Out in San Francisco recently. What did
I
you do?
did. I did. So I attended Trailhead DX, and the most common questions that I get asked for folks who go to Dreamforce and also are interested in attending Trailhead DX is, what's the difference between Dreamforce and Trailhead DX? So I just want to spend a little time today just sharing my experience with Trailhead DX. It really is a developers conference, and some developers might say they would prefer developer-focused content over the generalization that happens at Dreamforce because it's so busy. But let me tell you something else. The energy in the keynote around developer-focused tools is just unheard of. They released Integration Cloud at Trailhead DX. They talk about the roadmaps, they talk about things that are happening, and they really get technical. So, for anyone thinking about attending Trailhead DX versus Dreamforce, I definitely say, give it a try. If you can go to both, go to both. If you can go to Trailhead DX and maybe take a chance on it next year and pass on Dreamforce. But it was just such an incredible experience just to see an intimate developer community sort of rally around versus the hustle and bustle that happens at Dreamforce every year. So definitely wanted to give it a shout out, and great job to everyone who put that event together. It's not a small task to put on something like that for geeks like us. So had a blast, and definitely looking forward about going next year.
Josh, well, my only correction for you there is don't skip Dreamforce. You got to be at Dreamforce. That's the only place I'm going to be this year. I'm not at Trailhead DX, but you know, I think both of them are really good conferences. From what I've heard, certainly. And if I were a developer, if I had more than copy paste modify abilities for such a thing, I would probably go there. But it is a great thing. Heard lots of good things about it. So the voting is in, and by a narrow margin, because you guys have had an impact on this voting here. I do have a winner. So without further ado, I would like to announce that the April 2018 Demo Jam goes to HG Data. Congratulations. Your demo moves, people. Yeah, woohoo. You guys want to? Yeah, you want to say a word of? I don't know. Thank the judges. No, that's your audience. I mean, thank the Academy. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'll Venmo you later for the votes. No, I just want to really thank Salesforce for being such an awesome partner with Lightning Data Platform. We're super excited to again partner with Salesforce and really get as many people as possible using our data and really being able to utilize technographics. So really excited about that.
Yeah, it's a cool new way of understanding what's going on out there, and I look forward to learning more myself. I did not vote in this, guys, so I did not tip the scales or anything, but really cool, and we're really excited that you guys won today. So congratulations to everybody, because you guys did some great demos today. Amanda, why don't you give us a little preview of what's coming up in the next few weeks, months, etc.
Yes, thank you. Congratulations, HG Data. Congratulations, everybody. You all did an awesome job. Now, because you are registered for this demo jam, you can come to any demo jam you want. It is every third Thursday. Coming up next time in May, we'll be talking about new and IT apps. So you'll see some apps you've never seen before. Also happening is New York World Tour, which is on Thursday, a week from today. I will be there. You can meet me in person. And we will be doing a demo jam at 4:15. And then May 17 at London World Tour, we will be doing a demo jam as well. So join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we thank you for being here today and hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Thanks so much, everybody. Glad to have you here. Look forward to seeing you next time on the App Demo Jam. Goodbye.